And what is happening, my fellow RC fanatics? What is good with everybody here today? It's a little too bright for me. Let's see if I can show that out a little bit. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Oh, leave it there. Let's turn it down a little bit. Um, that's almost too light. Too dark. Anyway, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Glad that you guys could make it. Thanks to those of you that watched the premiere. Of me doing some more of the surface action, which I normally don't do, but I'm getting back to it. But this is just going to be a little bit of a chat session, and I'll mainly answer questions and such because we don't have a whole lot set up. I was expecting my new F-35 to have shown up, but it's not quite here yet. It's close, but not quite. But so we're not going to deal with that today, but we will chat a little bit about some of the stuff that's going on and some of the stuff I have set up to be back on the show and to be back flying again pretty soon. But thank you for being here, and be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. The sub count is still going up, which is awesome. Thanks to you guys for that. The likes are getting better per show, which is great, so thank you for that as well. But be sure to hit the likes because that's helping the most. I still do lots of shorts too. I don't always set that to alert the subscribers too, so just be sure to check back on your own. But yeah, it's lots going on. Haven't done shorts for the last couple days just because I need to get caught up. But yeah, so let me get into who is here. And I saw Mike Bird said something really early, but then it disappeared. But Mike Bird is here, so thank you for being here, Mike. Shadow Ops is here as well. He always makes an effort to be here, and I do really appreciate that. But thanks for being here, Shadow. Jeff and Laura Alabama is here. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Every time I try to get to your show, it's already too late, but I got to get back to it. Donson Henry, what is up with you? How are you doing? You said that I took you down a rabbit hole, and I just don't know in what way. It would be great to know. Mike Bird. What's up, Mike? Yeah, we had a premiere first, and then the live stream. So there's two things. I'm sorry if it was confusing, but what's up, Mr. Mike Bird? Thanks for being back. Who else? Mr. JCB67, what is up with you? Thank you for being here. And a lot's going on. I see everybody talking, which is great. And that's what we're trying to do to get people in here chatting it up and just discussing all these things about this hobby that we love so much, RC. And as I keep saying, whole point in me doing this stream is to keep a good light on this hobby and to let people know how much fun it is and let people know the right way to do it. Help people be as successful as possible as they can in this hobby. I try to push things that work really well for me. It's not from an influencer perspective. It's from me actually showing what works and trying to help people out, trying to give, like I said, make people have people be as successful as they can in this hobby, because it is hard, and it helps having support, because I didn't have support when I started. I'm going to make this a little brighter. Sorry if it's too much. But I didn't have the support that I needed when I got started until I got a little bit older. And then once I did get that support, everything went crazy and I got really good. I ended up surpassing my instructor and all that stuff. So anyway, like I said, here to help more than anything. I don't have affiliate links. I don't get any kind of affiliate anything. I just push what works. And if it helps out the people that are selling it, great. But if not, oh, well, Mr. Firefox RC, what is up? I know you've been pushing me to get out there and fly with you, and I will. I'll be out there. I'm hoping to this weekend with at least 2 or 3 to Maiden, if the weather's not too crazy. But I know we got something coming, so we'll see. But what's up, Mikey? How are you? So Big Chris, what's up with you? I see you too. Big Chris is there. So let's see. Anyone else that I missed? I don't want to miss anyone, and I'm going to be popping up what people are saying on the screen, and I have it there on the side if you can see that too, just to keep things fresh. So let's see. Somebody was saying something. So Donson Henry, is this what you were talking about with the rabbit hole? You mentioned the FMS 1900 was good on 7S. Now I have a 7S Vulcan. Oh yeah. Well, there we go. So I hadn't done the 1900 on 7S, but I know people that have. So, and that's a 70. So I know it's capable. FMS really overdid their stuff. So if you're able to do that, that thing's going to scream because it was fast on 6S. So putting it on 7 is just going to make it crazy, but that's good. And I got to thank Garfield Houston for that, because he always was asking questions about stuff. The next thing you know, he's doing things, and then I'm asking him questions, and this goes back and forth. Next thing you know, we got FMS fans that are rated at one thing and they're doing something else. So very cool. So Big Chris, thanks for being here. Even though you're doing other stuff, that's greatly appreciated, and you're always here, so I do appreciate the support. So let's just make sure to highlight what everybody's been saying. But you can see it there on the side too, like right here. See what people are saying, but I'll just highlight it anyway. So this is something I did just see. I was looking through my email and saw that they'd set something up. It said, you see the new Proline Big Air ramp set $60. Yeah, I did see it. I don't see myself at that point yet, just because I'm kind of getting myself used to getting back on the ground again. But I did see it today, and that is a good thing for people that want to do some Ultimo bashing. Not quite there yet. CVO Hobo, what's up? He's saying howdy to all these people, which is great. What's up with you, Mr. CVO? Thank you for being here. And then Mr. Wigglefingers, he's up too. So what's up with you? So yeah, we are. We got 12 people in the room, so make sure to hit that like button too, guys, because it's going to help put this out there. I'm going to start doing a lot more. I've really curtailed what I've been posting as far as the videos go, just because I haven't been out flying, and I usually have videos of me flying like crazy, just one after another, and I've taken a break and haven't done much, mainly because every time I do decide to go out, the weather's kind of weird. But I am going to be making much more of an effort to get out there and fly, because I have lots of planes that need to be made, and and then I get some new content to put up. Somebody was mentioning a P-47. That's the one that I really need. I've had it for over a year. I think I've had it for close to 2 years, and I have yet to get it in the air. But I do have some new Gooniac guns that are going on that, so that should be good to see. And then I have the FMS 1500 P-51 that needs to go up. So I'm going to have a day that's dedicated to Warbirds, and then I'm going to have a day that's dedicated to jets, because it's going to be a bunch of stuff that needs to go up, and I don't really like mixing props with EDFs. But we'll see what we can do. And yes, I do agree, it's been a long time, but I'll be getting back out there. I've had to spend lots of time with the family, which has been good, because I've, now that everybody's older, they actually want to spend time with me, which is good. So I've been spending time with the kids, spending time with the wife. She works on Saturdays, so I'll make it so that I fly on Saturday, so that Sunday we won't, there won't be anything else like that. But yeah, so we'll make it work. But the main ones I want to get back in the air, or in the air for the first time, is the X-Fly Alpha Jet, the 80mm, because I didn't even leave the stock fan in there. I've got the new upgraded fan in that plane, so I'll have to see how that does. One thing I could do is also get my I'll probably do though. If I can't get my X-Fly F-35 by next week, I'll bring in my F5 and tear that down and pull out some of the stuff that I don't need, and have that set up for the flea market that's coming up. Not flea market, swap meet. Because I have planes, I've flown them so much, I'm not even going to try to sell them. I'm just going to set them out there for free with the airframes and let people do with them as they will, because I've flown the snot out of everything. Everything I have has been flown so hard. What the heck's going on with that? Shadow Ops. YouTube's been weird sometimes. Sometimes it'll do some strange things. But hopefully you can get in with no problem. Well, that's cool. Wiggle fingers. Yeah, I got some soldering. Actually, I'll show you. Got a new battery, and there are the connectors that gives you 2 sets. I'm going to use the EC5s. I don't like XT90s, but this is a Air 4000 8S. So it's going to need some solderage. And then I have another 4000 8S Hobby King Turnigy heavy duty that needs to be soldered as well. But I'm trying to go 7S and 8S, and in one the batteries that are actually 8S instead of having to do series. It saves weight, makes it easier to charge. I have a specific charger just for 7 and 8S, which will be okay. So I'll make sure to be out there because you've got all that stuff going on for the next few months. But I'll make sure to hang out with you for a little bit, Mikey. We'll be out there. Yeah, the spark arresters are good. I just don't have anything that works off of that. I have, and the XT90 are actually rated lower than the EC5s, so I prefer to use EC5s. But whatever you stick with, whatever you get and you stick with, whatever works for you, do that. I know the ones that I have here, they're the spark arresting. You can see that little mark there. A little mark there. That means they're spark arresting. So you plug it in first. It gets rid of the initial what do you call it? The initial snap. And then plug it in the rest of the way and you're good to go. Wait a minute, is that what I think it is? Is that Mr. freaking Nate Calgal? What the hell? He's graced our presence. I don't believe it. What's happening, Nate? To hear from you. I know you're out there flying. Probably flown it home today or flown the big bird. I think I saw something about a T-33. But what is up? How are you doing? Good to see you here. It's been a long ass time. So who else? The duty is heavy. God, you're funny. Yeah, so I like having the chat there because whatever people have missed, you get to see. So anything on honeydew lists? Yes, honeydew lists are always long. You just have to make sure that they're set in their proper place so you have time to do what you need to do, and I still have to figure that out myself. But yeah, it's been cool. We've been doing lots of drives, lots of hanging out. I have this really cool tripod. You know, I have a tripod, a specific heavy duty tripod now set up for my gigantic binoculars. And possibly some camera stuff. So we'll be able to do some more things. We have lots of whales off the coast of California right now. So we've been doing whale watching and such, and it's been cool. So I'm trying to diversify a little bit more. If you guys watched the premiere, you got to see my car in the background there. I've been doing some work on that. I got the last of, well, I have a little bit more to do just to be safe. So that should be good. Very cool, Nate. Glad to hear it. You're progressing. That's good. Commercial check ride. Okay, cool. How many levels of that the commercial are there? Is it just commercial single engine, or do they have all that multi-engine, all that other stuff, or what is it? I don't know. I haven't paid any attention to that stuff in so long. I have no clue. But enlighten us. Let us know. Jono Edwards, what is up? Howdy, howdy. And yes, drive safely. So let's see. Oops. Get to work. Get busy. Get busy. So what's up, Mr. Rughead RC? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we did that Grom a little earlier. I don't know if you saw my premiere where I showed the initial first drive of the car. So we can talk about that for a little bit because, like I said, I'm getting back into the surface stuff just to break it up a little bit, and so I could go on a drive in my actual car have a vehicle, a little RC vehicle with me, throw it in my back of my car, and then we can drive something while we're out instead of having to have a plane, which is not always the easiest to do. But no, we got a lot more people coming in. So what's up, everybody? Thanks for y'all for coming on in here. Make sure everybody's getting represented. So Mr. the Fred Barron, what is up with you? How are you? Thank you for being here. Doing good over here on my end. I'm a little tired today, but cool. So as most of you know, spent a lot of time flying with Nate, but now he's on to bigger, better things because he's learning to be an actual pilot. He is an actual pilot, but he's going through the steps to be a full-on commercial pilot. But check him out. Doing lots of cool stuff. A lot of what I've seen him post is mainly on the SAD, Plane Demolishers channel, whatever you call it. Having fun on there, but take a look at Mr. Nate. He's doing big boy things, flying the real stuff. Let's see who else is here. But like I said, so I got to drive the Grom. The Grom's a pretty cool car. I was pretty impressed with it, and I have it here with me. It is a very cool little vehicle. I still have to get my compressor and actually blow the thing out. But I am surprised how fast this thing is. The thing is stupid fast. And I only ran it on a 2S. So they have a 2S from the factory. There's a 2S 1500 or 1400 that they recommend. And do I have that battery here? I thought I did. I do. And I happened to look at the dimensions and I realized, wow, that's kind of compact. So I looked on China Hobbyline, and this is their G Plus series. And I found that the 2.2, which is 2200, is actually the same size or smaller than their 1400. So why not? So this is the battery that I used. And on the video that I did, I didn't even go to LVC. I slowed down and just stopped because I've been driving for so long. I'm like, you know what? I've been going for so long, so I just stopped. RC, what is up? How are you doing? So I don't know how long that thing will actually go before it hits LVC. So 2200 is way more than that thing needs. And like I said, they normally start with the 1400 or 13 or 1400 and then 3S. And the crazy thing is the 3S that I have is actually smaller. So this is the Sokoka that I'm going to use. This is actually the same size as the 1400 2S, but it's a 2200. So yeah, that's cool. So happy to do that. Mr. Who's that? Rughead? What's that? Yeah, Rughead RC. Thanks for being here and for chatting. I just gave you a wrench. I make it pretty easy here. If you chat for a while and you hang out with us, I'm gonna make you guys moderators. The lower level, but just so that you can hang out. But yeah, so the Grom is cool. I didn't really mess with the stuff that's on the transmitter because it has these extra settings on the transmitter on the back. I think you can adjust the rates and all that. Got that right here. So let's see. It's got throttle limiting. That's it. So it's got a throttle limiter. You can make it so that you can only do 50% throttle, 75 or 100. I have it on 100 right now, but that's cool. So if you want to let your kid or somebody drive it, they can cut the power down. Steering rate, I think it's a dual rate there, so you can change that up and down. And then there's the knobs there on the side to adjust trim and other stuff. But this is a very simple radio. This is what it comes with. It's still easy to hold, easy to work with. It's fun. I mean, that's what I like about cars. They're just super, super simple. It's not super simple to drive, but once you get used to it again, it is. So let's see, where did I miss here? Like I said, thanks Mountain RC. There's Mr. Rughead. So he said he's just plugging away at hours, towing gliders. Wow, 800. So is there a limit to how many hours you can get in a day, or what do you do? Is it 8 hours, or what is it, Nate? I haven't been paying attention. Let's see here. But so thanks for chatting. And then there's Mr. Victor RC. What's up, Victor? How you doing? Saw you got some flying in over the weekend. And yeah, those batteries absolutely, I mean, they fit perfect. There's no, they don't slide around. There's no slot. There's no nothing. They just slot right in. The Sokokins, I'm not sure about those yet. I don't know if I've actually tried them in there, but I know that they're smaller than what the originals were. So they should work. I just have to secure it in there and keep it from sliding. But I have to do that. These are just 3S too. These are just 3S 2200s. I'm actually going to get some more of these and use them for my trainer plane, which I plan to take out more. I have it's like a Sky Surfer, but it was an older plane that Nitro planes used to have. And it's still there. It's still in good shape. So I'm going to use it for boofing off or what the hell? But yeah, so we're going to do some more simple flying. I've got my trainer plane. Oh, so that's cool. 5 hours a day. You can rack up hours pretty quickly by doing that. And it's something you like to do anyway, so that's cool. Very cool. Glad to see you moving along with that. And Mr. Victor RC Jets has got another turbine he's working on. And like I said, I've got way too many planes. I still have to put the yak together. I have the crop duster. I still haven't put together. I got a whole bunch of shit. Excuse my French. Or as Urban would say, chastity. But, I make sure that people know mine's not for kids. So I'll say whatever I want on mine. Within, what do you call it? I don't know. I can't think anymore. But within reason, that's what I'm trying to say. But so yeah, so we've got some new stuff coming. It's new to me. That need to be put together and flown. So we'll be showcasing that on the channel. The one I really want to get done is the machine guns, because that was really cool. That looks really cool. Didn't quite work how I wanted on my F5. I almost killed it. But we're gonna get that going soon. And then we'll get back to me just bombing everybody with videos, because I'd fly 12, 13 times a day. And what do you know? I got all these videos to post. So we'll be getting back to that. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of surface stuff unless people request it. I'll do more surface videos just so people can see, just because it's something different. I know a lot of people prefer looking at cars because they're easier to see. But so Nate's working for a living. But it's going to pay off, because next thing you know, you can be making the big bucks. So anyway, so let's see, is there anything else I wanted to tell? Well, so they have that ramp that they just came out with today. Since today's Wednesday, so we should have something else coming tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a plane, a car, a boat, whatever, but there could be more. So let's see. Yeah, it'd be cool. Even if you're just flying for free, if it's someone else's plane and you're just racking up the hours, that'd be very cool. You got your own plane too, so you can do that. But unfortunately, since we've got this shutdown, I was planning on going to Fleet Week, which is our usual our air show out in the San Francisco Bay Area. But looks like the military flights won't be happening. So there still will be an air show, but the main reason why I go is to see like F-35s, the F-18s, the Blue Angels, all the cool stuff. But it looks like we may not be getting that. We've got an air show that's happening in Salinas this weekend as well. And they said that unless there was something that happened with the budget, they're not going to be able to fly. So unfortunately, on a good note though, I did get to see some cool stuff over the last week. First ones that I missed were F-16s from Nellis that came through. They flew through and then did a pass. F-16s are rare in our area. We see F-18s, F-35s, F-5s, and trainers. We see those all the time. T-38s. But seeing F-16s is rare. So there are two sets of F-16s. The first F-16s came from Nellis. I missed those. Then another set came for the 49er game that was over the weekend. I missed the first one, saw the second one, and then didn't get to see them take off. Well, we went to someplace on Sunday. Came back, they took off. Awesome. They took off over us because the wind had changed direction. 500 feet, full afterburner. It was sweet. Lots of noise. Loved the noise. Got to see those. Enjoyed that. And then we got to see a P-8 Poseidon do several passes earlier in the week. It flew in, probably flew around for like 30 minutes. It was pretty cool. Right over my house. And I took pictures. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I have pictures up there. I didn't put anything on the computer, but I'll probably post some later. But yeah, very cool stuff to see. Hopefully, now that we've got the football games going again, we'll start seeing more flyovers. But with the government stuff on hold, it may not be. It's $20. Let's see what's been happening here. So Nate's getting paid to fly, which is cool. I missed the air shows. We had an epic show here, but the city shut it down. Oh man. Yeah. So where I live, used to be a huge naval base called NAS Moffett Field, and it was here forever. They had that sequestration stuff back in the late 90s, 98, 99, and it shut down. But it's a federal field. Still, we still get lots of military traffic, and there are some military people stationed there. The 129th Special Forces are there, and we still have an occasional, they make it a home base for training for F-35s, F-16, F-35s, F-5s, F-18s, both F-35s, Bs and Cs. So, and the air shows that they used to have at Moffett were gigantic. They're some of the best ever. Thunderbirds haven't been here in a long time, but they did have one last air show here in the early 2000s where the Thunderbirds were here. Thunderbirds go to the Salinas Air Show often. The Thunderbirds are in SoCal this weekend, but they may not fly because of the government shutdown stuff. Let's see. But yeah, so we still get air shows. I usually fly in an RC air show in 2 different occasions, but I didn't do anything this year just because a lot of the radios are getting interference from the new avionics, whatever's going on with at the airports lately. So I didn't want to risk it, and I'm glad I didn't because somebody had a major crash back out in Watsonville a little over a month ago and ended up going off course and crashing a turbine into someone's house. So I stopped having turbines at mine a little over a year ago just because they were having issues with their dual band radios and stuff at the airports. So I just stopped. Glad I did. But so yeah, I think the RC Air Show at the Full Scale Airport, those days are done. I did it for 10 years, no issues, and I'd like to end it on a good note with no issues at all for 10 years. I think that's a pretty good record. So might not do that, but air shows are cool. I enjoy air shows. If we're going to do air shows, I'd rather do it at an RC field and just have people come out there. But they're trying to shut down. They've been trying to shut down Fleet Week for the longest. They'll never be able to do it. But yeah, once the actual base is gone, having real air shows are hard because air shows are actually recruiting. So if you can find a way to pay for it, the recruiting actually pays for it. So yeah, thank you to Fred Barron. Yeah, those are fun. Nate was a big proponent of those, and Firefox was there a few times too, which was good. But yeah, it was just, that's enough. You get to a point where you're like, man, we've had really good luck, and I'm like, I don't want to have any bad luck, because everybody will remember that one bad time instead of sticking to the all the time that we had good things. So anyway, I'm thinking about to wind it up, guys, because that's pretty much it. And I want to be ready for the next show with some stuff that you guys haven't seen yet and be ready to do some coolness. So that's pretty much it for today. But I do appreciate everybody being here, especially Nate. Haven't seen you in forever. I was wondering about you, and I'm glad that you showed up and chatted for a little bit. Good to see you on here. Miss hanging out with you booty heads, especially Keon and Mac and you guys. I was looking at some videos the other day. We had lots of fun out there. Out back in the days. Hard to believe it was 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah. So that'll pretty much be it for today. Thanks for everybody for being here, for participating in the chat. It's always fun to hang out with people. But like I said, be sure to be positive ambassadors to the hobby. Do what you can to help people when you can. Try to make things help people be as successful as they can at this hobby, because it is hard. And if you're good at it, do something to help people get better instead of sitting there ridiculing them, because there's some people that just like to sit there and ridicule and let people fail and all that other crap. And no, I won't do that. I'm going to do my best to help. But you're very welcome, Mr. the Fred Barron. And we got some music we're going to play for you here. It's not going to be the porno music, but I'm going to get back to that. But thanks to y'all for being here. I'm going to get back to doing some shorts and stuff, video shorts for you to see. But I have some full-scale stuff to post from the last few days. So anyway, that's it, y'all. Have a good night, and I will see you on the next show, which should be next week. Same time, same place. Adios.